Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer provides a glowing assessment of this particular inkjet printer, highlighting its significant improvements over previous models. Our reviewer, a user who hadn't purchased a new inkjet in a decade, was particularly impressed by the device's superior print quality, especially when utilizing the best quality setting. The normal setting was deemed acceptable for less demanding tasks, but this client clearly favored the superior results achieved with the higher quality mode. A key selling point for this client was the EcoTank feature, which allows for refilling the printer's ink reservoirs at a considerably lower cost compared to traditional ink cartridges. While initially surprised by the substantial ink volume used during the initial setup, this client found this cost-effective solution preferable to the recurring expense of replacement cartridges. The setup process itself presented a minor hurdle, specifically for Mac users. This client recommends using a dedicated printer-to-USB cable for a smoother installation of the full Epson control software, as the basic driver proved insufficient. Once the full driver suite was installed, however, wireless connectivity worked flawlessly. The printer's LAN capability was a critical factor in the purchase decision, especially given the client's need to print large, high-resolution photographs. The results exceeded expectations. Using premium glossy photo paper, this client achieved prints of exceptional quality, rivaling professional lab prints. The glossy paper's coating proved ideal, preventing ink absorption and resulting in vibrant, crisp images with noticeably improved whites and overall color range. Beyond photo printing, this client tested the printer's capabilities with various document types. A large batch of monochrome letters printed on pre-printed letterhead demonstrated crisp edges and deep black ink, albeit at a slower print speed due to the better quality setting employed. Similarly, a substantial order of business cards, printed on matte cardstock with a two-sided design, showcased excellent accuracy and precise registration. The client noted the small margin of error in the cut lines when printing multiple business cards per sheet, proving the printer's reliability. This client expresses some curiosity about the long-term effects of extended periods of non-use, questioning the potential for ink drying or clogging. While acknowledging this as an unknown, they are optimistic based on the printer's overall performance. Overall, this client strongly recommends this printer, noting that a similar, non-LAN model might represent a more affordable alternative for users who don't require network connectivity. The accompanying photographs, showcasing high-quality prints of an image, serve as compelling visual evidence supporting this positive assessment.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer was intrigued by a home office printer advertised on television. Their existing multifunction printer, a decade-old model known for its print, scan, and fax capabilities, had become prohibitively expensive to maintain. The recurring cost of ink cartridges, requiring replacements several times a year, finally prompted a search for a more economical alternative. The cost-effectiveness of this new printer, coupled with extensive research into the ongoing ink expenses, solidified their decision to make the purchase. Our reviewer's primary needs were printing and scanning, and this product fulfilled those requirements perfectly. Upon unboxing, this client was immediately impressed by the device's surprisingly lightweight design compared to their previous printer. The bright LCD panel, offering easy access to various functions, was another welcome feature. While this client opted for a wired connection to their computer, foregoing the wireless setup, the installation process itself was described as exceptionally straightforward. The ink bottle design is cleverly engineered. Each nozzle is uniquely shaped to fit only its corresponding color well, eliminating the possibility of errors during filling. Though the advertisement showcased illuminated ink wells, our reviewer notes that while the wells aren't backlit, the ink levels and color indicators are still easily visible. The adjustable angle of the main control panel further enhances user convenience. The absence of a touchscreen on the LCD panel was not considered a drawback. This client reports that the printer came complete with all necessary drivers and applications, ensuring a smooth and user-friendly experience. Print quality, according to this reviewer, is excellent. Output is consistently crisp, clear, and produced quickly. Scanning functionality is equally simple and efficient. The smaller footprint of this printer was also a significant advantage, contributing to its overall appeal. Ink consumption thus far has been entirely satisfactory. One minor point of note is the printer's power-off procedure. This client emphasizes that simply unplugging the printer from a power strip will not suffice. It's crucial to manually press the power button and confirm the shutdown prompt on the LCD display. Failure to do so will trigger a complete system reset upon the next use, as this client discovered firsthand. This is a small detail, but a crucial one to remember. Overall, this client found this printer to be an exceptional value. This reviewer highly recommends it, particularly highlighting the significant cost savings on ink as a key benefit. The combination of ease of use, excellent print quality, and dramatically reduced ink expenses makes this a compelling option for those seeking a reliable and affordable home office solution.
All right, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer begins by praising the exceptional photo quality of this printer, describing it as the best they've encountered since affordable inkjet technology became widely available for home users. Our reviewer highlights the device's compact size and the significant cost savings associated with its refillable ink tank system, boasting a print capacity exceeding 6,000 copies. The relatively low cost of refills is also emphasized, making this a particularly economical option for high-volume printing. This client found the setup process straightforward and appreciated the printer's solid paper feeder, relatively quiet operation, and good standard print quality. The inclusion of USB, wireless, and network connectivity options, along with its duplex printing capabilities, printing on both sides of the paper, further enhances its practicality. Furthermore, this client notes the device's ability to produce inexpensive photo prints and its effective scanning functionality, particularly when used with newer graphics software. However, this client acknowledges several drawbacks. The initial purchase price was considered relatively high. The absence of a touchscreen interface was also noted as a minor inconvenience. Our reviewer observed that careful attention is needed when placing documents on the scanner glass to avoid cropping the edges of images or documents. Compatibility issues were experienced with the Windows driver software, particularly regarding scanning within older graphics programs, which occasionally resulted in insufficient memory errors. A lack of seamless coordination between the Windows print settings and the printer's internal settings also proved frustrating, requiring manual adjustments on the printer itself after making changes in the Windows settings. Finally, this client found the draft print quality to be too light. The absence of an automatic document feeder was also lamented. This client states that they would have been willing to pay extra to have this feature included. The decision to purchase this particular printer was partly driven by the unavailability of other models at the time of purchase, due to supply chain issues. Despite its shortcomings, our reviewer indicates a likelihood of repurchasing it, having adapted to the various inconveniences. This client's choice was largely influenced by a desire to avoid the high cost of proprietary ink cartridges. Their previous experience with another major brand's printers, which involved expensive cartridges, intrusive software, and unreliable paper feeders, solidified their preference for this specific manufacturer, whose reputation for reliability swayed their decision. This choice, driven by a desire for long-term cost savings compared to the recurring expense of replacement cartridges, underscores the appeal of this refillable tank system. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Catch you in the next one.